Yo, what is up, you guys? Big for another video, and today's video we are reacting to 3 true dark web horror stories animated by the boy IMR. Now, I'm pretty sure we did react to him in the past because I am subbed to this channel. I did forget about him. I remember last time he had a banger video, so that's why we subbed up, and we're gonna be back at it. So big shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, allowing people to react to this good ass content, good animations, good everything. But we gonna tell the truth, okay? We gonna say if we like the story or not, because that's never gonna change, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, definitely subscribe if you're new. Let's jump into it. Let's go. Dark web.
I should have known better, but love makes you do irrational things. It clouds judgment and makes you blind to consequences.
It depends.
I never believed in all that supernatural crap before, but what happened, what I let happen, changed everything. Lupita's eyes were hollow after the miscarriage. Our baby was gone, and so was her living spirit. It had been months since she last left the bathroom. Her sad, vacant eyes were in a constant quest for hope. Watching her spiral was a torture of its kind. Helplessly devastated, I had tried everything. Therapy, medication, time alone, time together, but nothing could pull her back.
Man, cut her off.
I couldn't stand seeing the love of my life wither right in front of me, haunted by the loss of a child we both wanted so desperately.
Damn.
So when Greg mentioned an odd, uncomfortable solution, I hopped on it. You know, Jack, there's this thing, he said hesitantly.
Why would you
I
trust
call
him?
it a humanized doll. A doll? I deadpanned. Not just any doll. It'll be like the child you were supposed to have.
Why would
The solution
anyone
was
do that?
ridiculous, but a solution nonetheless. In seconds, the order was booked. I'll never forget the day.
So you just gonna listen to him? That's be the problem with y'all. This is already gonna be bad because judging by this looking Chucky, bro, fill the void with delusion because that's gonna make it better. They don't have the child no more. Having a doll is feeding into delusions that that's their kid. Y'all are some goofies. Why would you listen to this dude? Look like he deal meth.
The
Why would you
package
listen to him?
arrived. It was a plain brown box, no label,
Cooked.
no return address,
Cooked.
just sitting on the doorstep like a malignant tumor.
Oh,
My
what?
hands shook as I opened
A
it.
malignant?
Inside, wrapped in tissue paper, was a doll so lifelike it made my breath hitch. It had Lupita's soft brown eyes, my sharp nose, and the hint of a smile that was almost too real. When Lupita saw it, the wall cracked. She cradled the doll like it was flesh and blood, cooing to it. For the first time in weeks, I had seen her smile. My heart
Just
swelled
enough, and
with
that's enough
relief.
to feed into
Maybe
delusion.
this would help her heal. Little did I know, it was the last moment of peace in our house. The first night I woke to find her in the rocking chair, the doll pressed against her chest. I thought it was a good sign. She was talking to it, humming softly, like any mother would.
No.
But as the days wore on, it became
No.
clear that this wasn't helping. It was something darker, something unexplainably wrong. Very soon,
Why do you think there's a thing where they say, like, always have friends that's going to tell you the truth and don't feed into delusions that you have? Because let's be real, everyone has delusions about certain shit, bro. But if I ask a question to my homies and they can't keep it real with me, they're going to end up like, I'm going to end up like this girl, thinking that something that isn't true at all had people feed to it. Why do you think this generation is so messed up? Because anything that, bro, how do I explain this, bro? I want to explain it, bro, because it's bad, bro. You can't walk around it because there's a difference between good delusion and bad delusion. In terms of good delusion, like, man, when my stuff is gonna go crazy, when my business is gonna start up, when I'm gonna get my car, that's good delusion. That's almost like motivating, almost a goal setting thing. Like, this will happen, instead of something that's actually just horribly delusion. That's like me sitting up here telling y'all boys, oh man, I'm skinny, and then everybody in the comments telling me I'm skinny. Well, we know that's not true, so why am I sitting here pretending that this is real? It's not, okay? So we gotta stop this. And if your friends can't keep it real with you, you gonna be her. And I'm just speaking facts, y'all.
When my wife stopped
I'm just
eating,
speaking facts.
sleeping, or talking,
See?
she spent every waking
Now she thinks that this doll is real because, all right, here's a doll now. Now this is supposed to be real? Fuck you.
moment with that doll, feeding it, changing diapers. She named it
What are
Baby
you
Blue.
changing?
I didn't understand why, but I didn't dare ask, too afraid of what she might say. But it wasn't until the night she came at me with a knife that I realized how far gone she was. Stop it, PETA. This ain't real. I snapped, only to watch her face.
Now it's not real. It's too late. You've already told her that it was real. See what I'm saying? But I be speaking facts. A lot of people just ignore me. You know, now it's, but at first it was real, and this is a coping mechanism. No, coping isn't really good all the time. I won't say it's never good, but in this type of situation, that's not good. You gotta face the cold hard facts. You're not having that kid. The truth does hurt. I'm not gonna say it don't, but it's the truth, and you can't get mad at it. Well, you can. You have the right to get mad at it, but it's the truth.
Twist into a monstrous snarl I'd never seen before. The woman who lunged at me wasn't my Lupita. She was Baby Blue's mommy, consumed, body and soul. As I stumbled backward, my eyes flicked to the doll, and I froze. Baby Blue's glassy eyes seemed to shimmer with a dark intelligence, and its tiny mouth curled into a sinister grin. The room.
Oh, I think he got the doll from the dark web, because I forgot what I was reacting to. I'm like, wait, is this even the dark web? I think he got the doll from the dark web.
Felt colder. Was she possessed? That afternoon, I decided to stay home and watch. Everything went smoothly until night fell. It must have been around 1 in the morning, and I had just drifted off to sleep when the fire alarm went off. I jolted awake to find the kitchen filled with smoke. Lupita had left a kettle on the stove and completely forgot about it.
Idiot.
He was crying. He has been telling me I'm a bad mother.
She cried, clutching Baby Blue to her chest. My blood ran cold. The doll couldn't cry. It was impossible. But she insisted, her voice rising in pitch, growing hysterical. I tried to snap her out of it, yelling that the doll wasn't real, that it was all in her head.
Now it's too late.
But she wouldn't listen. Her face went pale, and she passed out, cradling the doll like it was a real child. I rang the hospital, and help arrived. It might have been 4 in the morning when a strange noise filled the whole house. It was a sound that made my skin crawl, a faint, muffled cry like a baby. My heart pounded in my chest as I listened, holding my breath. It was coming from the nursery. My hands trembled as I pushed open the door, and there, in the dim light, I saw it. The doll was crying. I stared at it, horror-stricken, as the soft wailing sound filled the room. The doll's eyes, Lupita's eyes, glowed red, tiny pinpricks of light in the darkness. A cold sweat broke out on my forehead as I approached it. My heart raced as I picked it up, and the crying stopped abruptly. My hands shook as I examined it, feeling something hard beneath its synthetic skin. I tore it open, the synthetic flesh giving way under my hands, and found a small black device nestled inside. It was a camera. That means we were being watched this whole time? A sickening realization washed over me as I dug deeper. The people who were spying on us had turned Lupita's life into a twisted form of entertainment. I gathered the evidence, the doll and the camera, and contacted the authorities. We filed charges for invasion of privacy, harassment, and emotional distress. The cybercrime department tried to trace the website, but it led to a block. People who use dark web are masters in hiding and staying in the dark.
Of course.
I was warned strictly for choosing to buy items from the illegal front of the internet. We changed house and phone numbers to stay away from further stalkers. Lupita is still undergoing psychiatric counseling to deal with the loss of our child and the trauma caused by that doll. All I have understood is that grief is the love which has nowhere to go, but we shouldn't let it decide our lives. As long as we're alive, we must keep living. Moving forward is the real meaning of life, no matter how many storms try to knock you down.
That's true, and I'm hearing noises. It's true. That's a nice little message for sure. This is why I like this channel for sure. The story is great. The story is great. Do I believe it? Fuck it, I believe it, because it's to a point, bro. Don't do no research. You just instantly, boom, dark web. How do you even get to that website? And honestly, no. You know what he should have did? He should have told the police, this bald meth seller, he told me to go there and buy it. I would have snitched on him so fast, because that's the only reason why you got that doll. And honestly, the woman should have been broken up with. Simple.
I got a text from some girl late last night.
Do not click on this link.
It said, it was a shortened YouTube URL. Usually I ignore such messages, but yesterday was a bit rough and I wasn't in the mood to write the novel which I was working on.
What you mean?
So I clicked on that link. It redirected me to YouTube where a video about some circus from the 60s in Bombay started playing.
Oh, is that the electrocution?
Do not forward the video to 2:21 minutes was written in the title. So, of course I did. I shouldn't have done that. At exactly 2:21 seconds, I paused the video. Everything looked quite ordinary. A black and white footage, 3 elephants in the back, a few dwarves ahead, and a bunch of people around. But right in the center was a large drum, on which was written, Comment 13. Curiously, I scrolled down to the comment number 13 in that video, which linked to another YouTube video. I recently started my YouTube channel where I post funny writing advice. The link from that comment took me to my own video, one which I had uploaded 3 days ago.
What?
It was an informative video, a rant on the current status of the publishing industry, but right from the start, something was different. It started with a few glitches in the video, and then some random numbers and letters started popping up in it. And then my voice suddenly grew heavier and heavier, and then midway into it, the screen went black. The numbers and letters that were dancing around, they soon converged into a new message. It was my home address.
Cooked is hell. Oh my goodness. Cooked. Cooked as hell. And then once he gets off that computer, he gonna wake up the straight fresh belt. He gonna get his ass belt on. Dude, bro, why are you clicking on links? Cooked. You just begging for a belt. Like, that's sad, bro.
If we shut my laptop and walked out of the room,
what are you gonna
that
do?
was a whole new level of creepy fascination someone could have online.
Yeah.
How she got my address, I didn't know. I had no clue as to how she toyed with my video. It should have been impossible.
Dude, ain't no girl
I walked
doing
into
that.
the kitchen and
cleaning
filled
the
myself
cup,
a glass of orange juice. When I was back in my room and opened my laptop, I had another message from the same girl.
Hope I didn't scare you.
That's
It
not
read,
a girl. I don't care.
I wondered if I should reply or not, but I had a bunch of unanswered questions, so I had to ask. I put my orange juice to my side and started chatting with her. How did you know my address? How did you tweak my video? There was no reply for a few minutes, and then I got an image, a rather explicit image of a rather gorgeous woman with a rather voluptuous body.
At that point, you know my address. Just come over and get the slurp of my shit. Simple. Slurp my shit. Crazy too. Hey, because she on some dark web shit, okay, y'all, and she know his address. Just slurp my shit then. At that point, what are we doing then? You sending out doing all these pictures? Just slurp.
Long, dark hair, white tank top over yoga pants, shades, screamed the complete Instagram it girl.
What do you think about me?
This is a catfish, though.
But I couldn't get my eyes off her image, her top in particular.
This is a random dude.
Not staring at the tatas, but there was a symbol in the center of her top which freaked the daylights out of me. It's a symbol I made for the purposes of my novel. The novel isn't published yet. Hell, it isn't even complete yet. I haven't even shared the draft with anyone at this point. Then how the hell did she know the exact symbol and even got it printed on her top? I lost it. I barely abuse girls, but this time my messages started and ended with swears.
Wait, what? Where did that come from?
The abuse girl symbol and even got it printed on her top. I lost it. I barely abuse girls, but this time my message.
Nigga just said I barely abuse girls. I might be
printed on her top. I lost it. I barely abuse girls, but this time my messages started and ended with swears.
What does that mean?
I need answers. Tell me the answers.
Don't be afraid, babe. It's our little secret.
Yeah, she finna.
The fuck it is? Did you hack my computer? I'll go to the police.
Hack a computer? I barely even know how to work PowerPoint.
How do you know my address? How did you get that symbol?
I guess.
You guessed?
No, you didn't.
Nostradamus just rolled in his grave. Tell me, who the hell are you, and how are you doing this?
I just want to be your friend, babe.
Stop calling me that. Just answer my questions.
I already told you the answer.
What? Where?
You didn't read the 13th comment on that YouTube video completely, did you?
I was pissed off. I didn't even know if it was a girl or some scamster who was trying to blackmail me. I went through the entire process again and landed at that circus video. Scrolled down furiously to the 13th comment. The last time I was at it, it just had the YouTube link to my tempered video. This time, there was a text. Don't scroll down to the 20th comment. I wondered how she was doing this. I scrolled down immediately to the 20th comment, which read, "Don't click on this link."
How is this happening through YouTube link? Well, first of all, bro, how is this happening through YouTube IRL links? Or what was URL links? How is that even happening?
Clicked on that link and arrived at my own blog from 7 years ago, on which there was a suggested edit now, which said, "Don't go into the edit logs of this blog." I rushed to the edit logs, just wanting this mystery to end, and it did. In the edit logs, a previous version of that answer existed, which just read this: "Thank you for the delicious orange juice."
What?
I looked to my right.
What is happening?
My glass of orange juice was empty, and I had not had a single drop of it.
Wait, well, obviously that didn't happen. There's no way that happened. I don't believe that for a second. And they say true, so I gotta, that didn't happen. This just, I don't believe that. How could they even do that through YouTube links? I don't even know. I don't know. Good story, though.
Meeting Kelly felt like something out of a dream. A weird, dark dream, but a dream nonetheless. I've never been the type of guy who gets the girl. Hell, I've never even been the type of guy who talks to the girl. My comfort zone has always been behind a computer screen where I could control the conversation, where my awkwardness didn't show, and where I wasn't constantly reminded of how much of a loser I am. I wasn't looking for anything
People like that, bro. Like, man, and trust me, bro, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been done dirty by girls, but who hasn't, dog? Like, I've been... Everyone has went out sad when it comes to women, and vice versa. Women have went outside with men, but you gotta just change up. Like, I don't know, like, he just seems like the girl icon online. Like, nigga, that's not the answer. You're just making it worse. I know this is gonna be some weird stuff. Oh.
Constantly reminded of how much of a loser I am.
Like, bro.
I wasn't looking for anything special when I stumbled into the dark web chat room. It was more out of boredom than anything.
Instead of just focusing on yourself, how to get better and probably have better conversations with women and bettering yourself, you're searching through the dark web. Are we insane, or are you actually just in? Do me a favor, like, it's all backwards.
But then
it's all backwards.
I met Kelly.
See,
she was different from anyone I'd ever talked to.
Cause you're on the dark web, you fucking goofy. If you were in real life, you would probably be in better shape. But you're on the dark web, met a girl named Kelly. You don't know what she's like. Never seen her in real life. Don't know how she's like. Okay? Because there's a difference. Let me tell y'all something. Free game, because I think a lot of people forget in our generation. Yeah, by the way, the internet isn't real. I don't know how many times. Where's the internet is not real. It's not a real place. It's not real life, at least. It's another form of life, but it's not real life. I don't know when you idiots are gonna understand that this is not real. What's happening in my room is real, but the display of where I'm putting these videos out and having good content, that's not real. It's me being like myself, and it's fun, it's videos. But bro, come on, bro. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know the content creators. It's not real. I'm not saying that I'm so different off camera. I'm really not that different off the videos, but I might exaggerate. I might be a little extra, obviously, but bro, this is not real. When are you idiots are gonna understand this, bro? This is the downfall of our generation and the generation that's coming before my generation. It's over. Y'all niggas think this is real. You know how many times, bro, I'm at work. Oh, look at this funny video. It's so funny. How could she say this? How could she do this? And it's a video of a skit. I said, you know that's not real, right? Yeah, it is. I stopped talking. Because it's to a point where you think skits are real. And these were the same people that think movies are real. Movies aren't real too, by the way. Movies aren't real. I'm sorry, bro. It might have real messages. It might have some meaning behind it. And same with the internet. But it's just not real. I don't know how many times I gotta experience. Y'all need to experience stuff in real life. And maybe you will be a lot more better of a human. Instead, you're on the dark web. That's the last rant.
Funny, and actually interested in what I had to say. She didn't just tolerate my nerdy ramblings, she engaged with them. Made me feel like I mattered. For someone
and that's all it takes. I'm sorry, but that's all it takes for you to be falling in love with a girl because she can tolerate you? Are you fucking... Yeah, he finna get built.
Me, who's always been a bit of a loner, that meant the world.
See?
Kelly wasn't
sad,
perfect.
actually.
She had her issues just like I did. She told me about her struggle with hair loss, a condition that made her feel invisible and unattractive. She said no guy ever looked at her the way she wanted to be looked at. That hit me hard because I know what it felt like to be overlooked, to feel like you don't matter. We bonded.
That's when that's when you make yourself better as a human, to make yourself stand out if you want to stand out. And I know how that feels, bro. You know, I'm a lot better now, but this is back in school. Stupid shit in school doesn't matter. But it could get you mentally, and I'm not saying that niggas is perfect and all that. But you gotta just get better. You gotta change up the style. Do your hair different. Work out. You could do a lot of things to be uninvisible to people, but instead you sit online and you cope with your loserness. I can go on and on all day. I'm a yapper. I can go on and on all day.
Shared feeling of not fitting in, and before long I found myself falling for her. After weeks of late night chats, we decided it was time to meet in person. Okay, we picked an abandoned children's park.
Oh my! That shadow scared me. Bro, this thing, bro, out of all the spots, you picked an abandoned school. Bro, he finna get fucking... I don't think I can say that. But he finna get...
Decided it was time to meet in person. We picked an abandoned children's park out in the middle of nowhere. It seemed perfect. A quiet, out-of-the-way spot where we could finally see each other without any pressure. I was nervous as hell, but I couldn't wait to see her. The park was even creepier than I'd imagined. The sun had just set, leaving everything in that dim, unsettling twilight where nothing feels quite real. I got there early, sat on a bench near an old, rusted swing set, and waited. The place was dead quiet, and with each passing minute, my nerves started to get the best of me. Then, I noticed him. A creepy old man sitting on a bench a little ways off. He was just staring at me. Not a casual glance, but a full-on, unsettling stare.
So let's see what you do.
I tried to ignore him, but it wasn't easy. I pulled out my phone and texted Kelly.
He deserves this. He deserves anything.
Asking how long she'd be. She replied that she was walking because she couldn't catch a cab. Great, I thought. Just what I needed. To be stuck here alone with this weirdo watching me. I shifted on the bench, trying to act like I wasn't bothered, but I couldn't help it. The old man's stare was drilling into me, and every instinct I had was screaming that something was wrong. Then he stood up and started walking toward me. My heart skipped a beat. I'm not usually paranoid, but this guy was seriously creeping me out. I got up and started walking away, texting Kelly the whole time, telling her about the old man and that I was moving to another spot. She told me to wait a few minutes, that she'd be there soon, but I couldn't wait. I just needed to get away. I spotted a bus stop at the edge of the park, lit by a flickering streetlight. It wasn't much, but it was something. I made my way there, trying to calm myself down. As I reached the bus stop, I looked back and there he was, standing across the street, grinning at me. That grin sent a shiver down my spine. It was like he knew something I didn't, like he was enjoying my fear. I needed to hear Kelly's voice, to know that she was real and that this wasn't some messed up joke.
I just spit everywhere because like that just really just... You've never heard her voice? Oh, y'all dudes are fucking lame, dog. There's no way you talk for that long and not know if she's even real. Y'all niggas is pathetic, bro. I'm serious. That is some pathetic ass shit. I don't care. I don't care about none of that, bro. And no excuse. No excuse. No excuse. Y'all dudes are pathetic. You to see if she's real? Nigga, what was you doing the other time? You just getting...
Hear Kelly's voice, to know that she was real and that this wasn't some messed up joke. But I didn't have her number.
Arabic on the
We'd
wall?
been so caught up in our chat room world that we
Shout
never
out to the
thought
person that just commented. Memes for life. Shout out to you, my boy.
to exchange phone numbers. I cursed myself for that. Then texted her, saying the internet was spotty and asking for her number. She didn't reply right away, and those few seconds felt like an eternity. Finally, her number popped up in the chat. I didn't waste a second. I called it immediately. The phone rang once, then twice, and then I heard it.
Across the
The
street.
ringtone echoing through the empty street. My heart sank. I looked
Where
around,
the old
but
man
the
at?
street was deserted. No sign of Kelly. No sign of anyone. Panic set in. I looked across the street again, but the old man was gone. That should have made me feel better, but it didn't. Everything about this felt wrong. My hands
911
were
now.
shaking as I dialed
911
her
now.
number again. The ringtone started up. Louder this time. Closer. Right behind me. I turned around
Jump up
slowly,
and
every
run.
muscle in my body tense. The old man was crouched on the bus stop bench, grinning at me like he'd just won some sick game. "Hello, Ryan," he said, his voice dripping with malice. "I hope my hair is fine for you. I didn't want to wear a wig on our first date." I stared at him, my mind racing to make sense of what was happening.
You're dumb.
Kelly's words, her stories about her hair loss, her vulnerability, it all came crashing down on me in a sickening realization. This wasn't Kelly. It had been him all along. He lunged at me, and I
you finna
reacted
get
without
fucked.
thinking. My fist connected
you go.
with his face, and he
Hey.
stumbled back.
Hey, that's
blood
good right there.
streaming from his nose.
Hey, that's good.
I didn't wait to see what he'd do next. I turned and ran, his voice echoing after me. "Stop, Ryan! Stop! I thought you were different. I thought you loved me."
No, you're a
I
man.
didn't stop running until I was
Doesn't like
back
boys.
at my apartment. The door locked behind me, my heart pounding in my
Nah, I would've
chest.
circled the block
I
a little
couldn't
bit.
believe what had just happened. I felt sick, violated, like I'd been played from the start. I wiped my phone and computer clean that night, erasing every trace of that chat room, of Kelly, if that was even her real name, of everything.
Why did you say this?
Of that chat room, of Kelly, if that was even her real name.
It was a whole grown old man. And I don't understand, dude. I don't understand y'all.
Of
bro.
everything. I was done with the dark web, done with trusting people online.
Oh
I
my
learned my
gosh.
lesson the hard way. The dark web is a dangerous place, and sometimes
You
the
surprised?
people you meet there aren't people at all.
And you're surprised over that. Man, shout out to this the IMR. Shout out to this man. But I wanna say, bro, if you're a man, bro, and this might sound like this might sound like a hard ass or like, oh, I'm trying to like, but you gotta just do better. And I'm sorry, because this is like the harsh truth. People don't want to hear it, but you just gotta do better, bro. If you want something more from your life and you don't want to be comfortable and you want to be more, you actually just have to just fuck all that. Fuck what you got going on. Don't make excuses neither. Trust me, this is coming from a guy that is striving every day to be better as a man. New Year's, you know, I don't party, I don't drink, I don't go out, I don't do any of that. I will just say, but you just need to do better, bro. Because being in situations where like this, let's just say the story never happened. Let's say this didn't exist, but people get catfished and scammed all the time. Scared to talk to just humans. Okay, being a little nervous to talk to girls. Okay, I've had that problem. I have that problem. Okay, I have that problem, but it's to a point, bro. If you want to get better, you take the type of precautions to be better. talking in front of people, taking a little group of people at your job, or wherever you do, bro. But being online is not gonna solve it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Being on here typing away, I don't even want to text, bitch. We need to FaceTime. We need to call on the phone at least, bro. That texting shit, this internet shit is frying y'all, bro. Hey, I'm this might be sounding like hypocritical because I post YouTube videos, but this is just for entertainment so people can understand. And plus, I'm a real nigga, so it don't matter about none of that. Subscribe right now. But on some serious stuff, bro, y'all gotta take a little break, bro, and just start experiencing things a little bit in just real life, bro. This is why I listen to people that are way older than me, bro, because they know. They know it. I'm not gonna say they know it all, but they know a lot, and I listen to it. Okay, bro. Like, bro, I deleted Twitter. I don't be on Snapchat no more. I have to be on TikTok for the time being until it gets banned. And then once it gets banned, bro, I'm not on TikTok. The only app I be on scrolling through now is like Instagram Reels. It's literally the most hilarious thing ever. But keeping up with news articles, just frying your brain with dumb shit all the time. Like, bro, I don't even be on my phone like that all the time, bro. It's just like I'm going on a huge rant. No one's probably gonna, like, you know what I mean? But I'm speaking that real shit, bro. I think it's time for y'all to just take a break, take a step back, and just start. If you want to be better, it's time to get better. If you don't want to be better, that's fine. And I'm not gonna judge you for not wanting to be better. If you're comfortable, you're comfortable. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But, you know, people who want to get better, people like me, I'm getting better every day, striving to be better, all that, bro. And I want that the same for y'all. But if you don't want that for yourself, I don't give a fuck. But hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Big rants, bro, because it's just it gets me going, man. It gets me going, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Like I said, 2025, we are here. This is the first video in 2025. No, this will be the second video. This will be the second video in 2025, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And bro.